welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Panthers hit 9-4 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a great priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
They are such a talented team of defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's complete to McCaffrey. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, this is where he can be so dangerous, CD. This offense, they devise ways to get into football in space and just let him go.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me,
We always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On first down, it's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Well, he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Panthers. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Fields. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 33 yards that time. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And all the way down to the 35. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Point it right. Regular. King.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Claypool with another catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Touchdown! Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. First down, Mayfield. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Run, run, run. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando, and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the connection to Moore. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 59 yards. And as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Fields. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They run for it with Harris. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the 50, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 76 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hurry!
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here we go on fourth down, Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, Mayfield. Thomas brings it in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing